ball.
Yeah, we had to redirect our cameras down to the booth because it's raining outside, so we couldn't get our cameras wet. Timpview drop backs the pass, and it's incomplete. Ryder Huntsman in coverage. Pass intended to number 2. Looks like Timpview's coming out to punt. Dexton Nuttall out to return.
Sorry, we're TV, they're the next ones over. Sorry about that.
As you're saying, the intended receiver on that play, number 2, Jackson Palmer.
They kick it away from Dexton Nuttall, and it rolls out of bounds at about the 40-yard line. Puts the Vikings in good field position. Looks like a bad snap on the play. It's 2nd and 15 for the Vikings.
As Connor Ybarra coming out on the field, taking charge of the offense. As trips on the right, Tavake Wolfgram in the backfield with Connor Ybarra. Connor Ybarra looking right, rolling out to Ryder Huntsman. Ryder Huntsman at the 20. As Ryder Huntsman gets brought down around the 15-yard line.
It's a great ball by Connor, rolling out to the right, delivering perfect ball to Ryder.
And we've talked about it a little before, Connor Ybarra and Ryder Huntsman have been clicking the entire season, as it almost seems like Ryder Huntsman is always the first option for Connor Ybarra.
Yeah, Connor's always looking to Ryder. Looks like Tavake Wolfgram with a run up the middle. Didn't get much there. Met at the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 for the Vikings. Almost 2nd and goal, but not enough. On the 19-yard line. Going to the right. Motion Ryder Huntsman. Handoff to Tavake Wolfgram, and he gets nothing there.
As Tavake Wolfgram
looks like he
fumbled.
See what Timpview comes out in here. Two by two. Running back on the right. QB keep to the, going to the left. He gets out. And he gets a first down at the 30. Great run.
As Twins on the right, handoff for Timpview.
Looks like he got a first down, but the Vikings might have stopped him. The ref spot marks first. Not first down, 2nd and 9. Not much of a gain there. Trips to the right side, single left.
As handoff again for Timpview. Running back taking it himself to the right for a gain of about 5. As also do apologize that it is a little hard to see the numbers for Timpview as we're trying to figure out who each player is.
Trips to the right, single to the left. Pitch. Dexton Nuttall missed the tackle, but his teammates backed him up. Doesn't look like a first. Looks like it's going to be 3rd down.
As the quarterback for Timpview is Dennis Tuaon.
Yeah, Tuaon. Might be Tuaone. Two back. Handoff down the pipe, down the middle. I don't think he got it. That's a turnover for the Vikings. The Vikings had the ball going to the right on the 30, looks like the 39-yard line. This might not be a very good spot by the refs, but I don't think it was a 4th down, or I don't think they got it.
I don't think they did either.
Yeah,
As they
Vikings
didn't.
stop 'em. It's huge by the Vikings. Let's see if Connor and Ryder can connect again. They've seemed pretty much on the same page all season.
100%, and that's what's been getting them down the field quite a bit, is just that duo connection right there.
Cohen Vo's in the backfield. Looks like Bo Goodman's in the game. We don't really see him on off, or actually, Derek Brinton, he plays defense. He's not really in during offense that much, but looks like Derek jumped.
Oh, as also, I don't think we mentioned this, it is Pleasant Grove's senior night. As we just want to say thank you to all the seniors who have put all their dedication into this season, trying to help our team win it all. We'll go to the playoffs. As trips on the left, single on the right. As Connor Barra hands it off.
Hands it off to Cohen Vo's. Didn't get much there. Looks like it's going to be 2nd down. Had a gain of pretty much nothing. Trips to the right. Running back on the left. Tight end left. Connor Barra keep in his met. At the line of scrimmage, didn't get anything. Now it's going to be 3rd down. Flag on the play. I think it was unsportsmanlike on Rocky Wilcox, number 32. Coach LePan isn't too happy with that. Not sure what really happened there, but it's like third and
31.
the time is 5 minutes and 16 seconds. It's 0-0. Swing pass to Convos and he drops it. Clock stopped at 5:10. Looks like the Vikings out to punt. Lined up in a weird formation. Now they're getting set. Tavake Wolfgram and Jake Bills are the gunners. Convo snapper. The punt is muffed. And that is not good. It must have rolled off Derek Brinton's foot. Was trying to get it off fast.
As I feel like we've seen it quite a bit from Pleasant Grove. Rough start towards the first quarter. First quarter hasn't really been Pleasant Grove's strongest start throughout the entire games, but after the first quarter, it starts to really pick up for Pleasant Grove. And obviously they're hoping to pick it off just to start off the game, but as far as it's been going the rest of the season, after the first quarter is when Pleasant Grove really can start to pick it up.
Yeah, Pleasant Grove excels in the later quarters, I feel like. And the timeout by the Vikings. Vikings are back on defense. Didn't like what they saw there. Call timeout.
As score being 0-0 with 5:04 left to play in the first quarter.
It's like 2-2. Running back behind the quarterback. See what Timpview does here. It's a run up the middle, running hard. Bo Goodman on the tackle. Didn't get much, got about 2 yards there. Bo Goodman, also a senior. We appreciate him being a leader on this Vikings team.
As Timpview coming out on 2nd and 7, as Twins on the left and on the right. As
number 11 drops back, looking to, or actually, sorry, that's number 8. That's incomplete, out of bounds.
Quarterback being number 8, Dennis Tua One or Tua Own, one of the two.
Says he's a sophomore on here.
Yeah, sophomore listed as a wide receiver and quarterback, being 6'1", 180 pounds.
Well, it also lists that he's a captain on this Timpview team. Trips to the left, single right, running back right. Running back looks like number 33. Ta'ani Tua. Quarterback rolling right. Looks like he's just going to run it.
That's Tua getting the first down and extra. That was a huge run, showing off what he can do just without throwing it and taking it himself. As also Pleasant Grove being able to see that a lot from Connor Ibarra. Connor Ibarra being able to take it himself quite a bit. And I feel like you've heard me say quite a bit, if Pleasant Grove really had to, they could put Connor Ibarra at running back.
Yeah, Connor's pretty dynamic. He can throw and run. Looks like this quarterback can run pretty well. Had a pretty big run there for about I think it was about 20. It's like trips to the right. Timpview going to the left. Run to the outside. Cannon Smith could not wrap him up. Looks like he got like 4, about 4.
Yeah, as he did gain 4. Now it is 2nd and 6, 3:38 left to play in the first.
Twins left and right. Running back in the back. Looks like it's 3rd down, incomplete pass. Looks like number 40 for the Vikings is coming off. Two by two, running back on the left side. Motion to the left, makes it trips left.
Sione looking deep into the end zone. And it's brought down by number 26, Braxton Wilkerson, as Wilkerson being able to bring it down to start off the first quarter for Timpview, as Timpview now bringing up the 6-0 lead on the Vikings.
Looks like Wilkerson is also a captain. He's listed as a wide receiver and DB. He's a senior.
As Timpview lining up to go for 2. As a little bit of an interesting formation from Timpview, as the intended scorer, number 6, Luke Thornock, as that play going absolutely nowhere, holding Timpview to 6. As we are having a little bit of technical difficulties trying to move cameras around, as possible rain delays coming up and just having to move cameras back and forth. As number 0, Dexter Nuttall, get put in motion. Connor Barra handing it off to Dexter Nuttall. Dexter Nuttall taking himself on the left sideline. As Dexter Nuttall being able to around the 43-yard line. As the Vikings do get or on the 36-yard line. As Connor Bauer fakes the handoff, looking to the intended receiver, number 32, Rocky Wilcox. Connor Barlow looking again as Connor throws an interception, just barely knocked out, as 3, Tonga Tuatoli be able to almost come down with the interception, as that would have been huge for Timpview. As Pleasant Grove gets 15 left to play in the first. To Ryder Huntsman, and Ryder Huntsman not being able to come down with it. as just barely rolling off Ryder Huntsman's fingertips. Going to bring the punt team out for Pleasant Grove.
I need help with one thing, because the thing like that holds the camera isn't moving. Okay. As you guys are here.
As Timpview does hand it off the first play to start it off, as that play almost going nowhere. As Tuone being able to come out in the field, taking the offense on the field. Now Twins on both sides of the field, man in backfield with Tuone. As Tuone looking deep and is caught and being able to bring down flag on the play. As Adam Wright not being able to break that one up, and now a flag on the play. That's just going to move Timpview up even more. Wilkerson already having a touchdown. He's been the #1 receiver for Tuone as they've been connecting a bit this game. As trips on the right, singles on the left. As Tuone hands it off. As Pleasant Grove calls their second timeout of just the first quarter. Oh, never mind. Sorry, no timeout as it is a lightning delay. As don't know how long the lightning delay will be. Maybe around 15 so minutes as we will be back after we get cleared to play again.
Hey, thanks, Russ.
Yeah, as Russ was saying, Pleasant Grove being down 0-6. Interesting choice from Timpview before the lightning delay. They went for a 2-point conversion and went absolutely nowhere. But as Russ was saying, it just all depends on when the officials allow the players to come back on the field and start the warm-up. As Kay, do you have anything you'd like to say from the first quarter that you've seen that needs to be improved from both teams?
No, I just think that just coming back, the Vikings need to be explosive. They need to be warmed up and ready to play against this Timpview team that has already looked fairly pretty good. They just need to be ready for whatever is coming for them.
Yeah, 100%, as we will see you after the officials let the game start up. As number 11, Richards faking the pitch, taking himself, getting the first down and more as he's being able to stay on his feet but getting pushed out of bounds on the Timpview sideline. As we do apologize for any technical difficulties, as looks like on our side the stream is a little bit laggy. So we do apologize for that. As now we have twins on both sides, man in backfield with number 11, Steele Richards. As Richards looking as I believe number 9, Adam Wright, coming down with that tackle, the intended receiver on that play, number. As now another Timpview player playing quarterback, number 4, McKay Trail. McKay Trail handing it off to number 33, Tawny Tua.
Looks like Tawny's a sophomore.
As again, do want to apologize for any technical difficulties on your guys' part of the stream. As McKay Trail now coming in. Timpview has himself in a 2nd and 9 situation. Twins on both sides, man in backfield. As the intended receiver, number 18, DC Fona, I believe. As not being able to come down with that catch, that would have been huge, that would have gave Timpview the first down. As now they have it as 3rd and 9. As Cho trying to come in and take the first down, man in backfield, twins on the left, twins on the right. Trail looking into center field and being caught, being able to bring down for another Timpview touchdown. As the intended receiver on that play, I cannot see the number. As Timpview now has themselves a 12-0 lead starting up the second quarter. 9:07 left to play in the second, as Timpview is now on a roll. As obviously that lightning delay could have a toll, and this entire game players not being as warmed up as they want to be, as Timpview gets the extra point, now being up 13-0. As Timpview getting ready to kick it off. As Timpview misses the kick, as Pleasant Grove almost not being able to come out with it, as Pleasant Grove saying it is going their way. As it will be going Pleasant Grove's way. Pleasant Grove Pleasant Grove being able to recover the onside kick. As number 27 for Pleasant Grove, Jake Bills almost not being able to come down with that onside kick. As if Timpview were to be able to get that, that would have been huge. I also don't really know why they would have gone for the onside kick. I mean, 9 minutes left in the second quarter, has himself a 12-0 lead. Now that just gives Pleasant Grove really good field position. Oh, as 13-0, sorry. As Connor Barr being ready to take care of the offense, one man in backfield, Twins on the right, singles on the left, putting Rocky Wilcox in motion to the right side, putting trips on the right.
Which one?
Connor Barr trying to look, as Connor Barr going absolutely nowhere, and Timpview being able to come down with the sack. As Tui Tua being able to come down with that sack, now putting Pleasant Grove in a second and 20 situation on the 45-yard line. Now that's putting trips on the left, singles on the right. As the play looks like it might just be flipped. As Connor Barr looking right to Ryder Huntsman, as he drops it off to Tavake Wolfgram, playing this short and safe route. As Wolfgram being able to pick up a gain of about 10. Or not about 10, sorry. About 1 yard, yeah. Or, whoa, yeah, around 10 yards being on the now 3rd and 12. As scoreboard just wasn't updating. Connor Barr looking right. Connor Barr checking it off to Tavake Wolfgram. Tavake Wolfgram almost being able to break one tackle, and now that he has just almost all of Timpview's defense on him, bringing him down. So he's going to get brought down on the 40-yard line, as that is not enough to get Pleasant Grove first down, as their offense will stay on for the 4th and 1 conversion. As we also are sorry for having a camera difficulty. As Ryder Huntsman putting in motion. Now Connor Barr rolling out, looking at Ryder Huntsman. Ryder Huntsman being able to come down with the first down. Playing the safe route, catching the ball and just dropping. As having to do this stream a little bit of radio style. As the other commentator, Cade, trying to help our teacher Russ being able to fix the camera. As now flags on the play. Offsides on Timpview. That's going to bring up Pleasant Grove. So that's going to move Pleasant Grove up 5 yards. Now 1st and 5 for Pleasant Grove. As Connor Barr trying to get Timpview to jump off sides, cannot get them looking at the offensive coach for the new play call, handing it off to Tavake Wolfgram. Tavake Wolfgram taking it to the left, does one spin, cannot get through the other tackle, as now flags on the play. False start against the Vikings now. 1st and 10. Replay first down. As that does move Grove back 5 yards. Like I said, moving it to 1st and 10. As 6:40 left to play in the second. Twins on the left and on the right. Man in backfield. Connor Barr looking for Tavake Wolfgram. Tavake Wolfgram not being able to come down to catch as it just barely rolls off his fingers. As now it is 2nd and 10. Number 6, Cohen Vose comes in for number 1, Tavake Wolfgram. Now we have trips on the left, singles on the right. Ryder Huntsman by himself. Then you have Rocky Wilcox, Adam Wright, and Carter Wilkes on the left. As Connor Ibarra being able to get Timpview to jump off sides. As these last 3 plays are just jumping off sides. Now false start and now jumping off sides once again.
So the Vikings can put a touchdown together here. Hoping for a touchdown right here. Need it now. Hard count. Looks like an audible. Trips to our left side. Running back to the right. Looks like Cohen Vose at running back. Connor rolls to the right. Throws incomplete. Intended for number 9, Adam Wright. Just thrown behind him there. He couldn't get there. Connor was rushed. Didn't really have time to throw. He likes getting out of the pocket. I think he had time to throw. He likes getting out and rolling to his right. He's more comfortable throwing from rolling out. Two by two, tight end on the left. Adam Wright in motion. Looks like a reverse pass. A reverse, and it was a flea flicker, a reverse pitch back to Connor, intended for number 9, Adam Wright. Wasn't able to hold on. It's 4th and 4 here. Let's see what the Vikings do here. Let's see if they go for it. I'm guessing they will. Carter Wilkes on our close side here. Adam Wright lined up next to him. 2 by 2, Rocky Wilcox tight end on the right side. Tavake Wolfgram left running back. Connor Ibarra throws complete to Ryder Huntsman. That's a first down for the Vikings. That's a huge, huge conversion.
100%, and we talked about it so much, and we're going to continue to talk about it, I guarantee. Connor Ibarra and Ryder Huntsman, such an iconic duo. I was talking to some of my friends about it, and they called it almost a Dwayne Wade and LeBron James duo. As Tavake Wolfgram taking himself out to the left side, being able to almost break a tackle. As coming down with the tackle for Timpview, number 26.
Number 26, Braxton Wilkerson. He's a wide receiver in DB. He's a senior. He's a captain on the team. Connor Ibarra keeps it. He gets hit pretty hard here, but he gets up. Connor Ibarra is pretty strong. Looks like he that hit didn't phase him. Looks like third and 2 here. Cohen Vose at running back. Tight end and stack to the right. Hard count. Let's see what the Vikings do here. Cohen in motion. Shifting to the right side of Connor. All right. Pass.
Connor Ibarra
rolling out. And that's incomplete. Looks like it's a flag on the play. Let's see what the ref has. Threw it right after the ball got to Carter. Let's see what the ref has to say here. Ineligible receiver downfield for the Vikings. That's not good. That will bring up, I think, 3rd and 9, unless it's more than that. Yeah, looks like 3rd and about 8. That's a huge turn of events for the Vikings. Trips to the right side. Running back on the right. Ryder Huntsman, single receiver on the left. Rocky Wilcox in motion. Connor looking to his left. He's running. Good run by Connor. Out to about the 6-yard line. That's a great keep by Connor. There was no one there. Looks like a first down for the Vikings. That was huge, huge by Connor. Great conversion of downs there. Looks like Tavake Wolfgram in at running back. Colin Vose subbed out. Trips to the right. Running back lined up on the right. Ryder Huntsman, single receiver on the left. Hands it off to Tavake Wolfgram. Doesn't look like he gets much there. Oh, actually, he got about 3 yards there.
Anything I can help with right now?
All right. This has been the worst stream we've had all year.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've been watching. It's been rough.
Third and goal for the Vikings. Two back. Rocky Wilcox tight end on the left, and Ryder Huntsman receiver on the left on the boundary side. Adam Wright in motion from the running back position. Rocky Wilcox in motion to the right. Ryder Huntsman in motion to the right. Ryder Huntsman wide open. And Ryder Huntsman drops it, gets hit by, looks like a linebacker on the play. Fourth and goal for the Vikings. Let's see what they do here. This is a huge fourth down for the Vikings.
How was volleyball?
Which weapon? I forgot my computer. I used to post it thing. It's already plugged in.
No, I'm charging my phone.
It doesn't let you charge it from the computer.
Can I at least try?
That's not the right port.
Looks like power formation here. Bo Goodman in motion. Run to Cohen Vose met in the backfield. That is a turnover on downs. Timpview gets a stop here. That was a huge down for the Vikings. Couldn't convert on fourth. That is just not good for the Vikings. But let's hope their defense can get a stop here. Two by two, running back in the back. Pretty much lined up on the goal line. Let's hope the Vikings can get a sack or maybe even a fumble six here. Looks like they're blitzing. That's a run. He's swallowed up. Doesn't get anything. It's a good stop by the Vikings here on first down. Now it's second and looks like 11. Second and 10 for Timpview.
As Pleasant Grove needing something to happen here, as we've seen it this entire game. Pleasant Grove can move the ball, and they're proving that they can move the ball. It's just like we saw there, going for fourth down situations, which could kill Pleasant Grove, and it just did as turnover on downs. And they're showing they can move the ball. As long as they can move the ball, they can get in the end zone. As Timpview running it off, handing it off, but absolutely going nowhere. Just being able to pick up about 1 yard, maybe 2 yards, as Bo Goodman being able to come down with the tackle.
That was a big stop for the Vikings. He could have got out there, but Bo saved that play. Good tackle by Bo Goodman. He's a captain on this Vikings team. He's been a huge leader this season, and I think he leads the team in tackles. He's a linebacker, and he's been doing well, really well this season. Looks like 2-by-2 back behind the quarterback.
3rd and 8 here. Pleasant Grove cannot allow a first down here.
That is incomplete. Intended to Ryder Huntsman's receiver, number 7. Number 2, sorry. Number 2, Jackson Palmer, a senior for Timpview. Looks like Timpview's punt team is coming out here. Let's hope the Vikings can get a punt block in the end zone. That would be huge for the Vikings. Dexton Nuttall to return. Dexton Nuttall muffs it, catches it, and is brought down at the 48-yard line. Vikings offense back for another chance in the second quarter. 2 minutes and 16 seconds left until halftime. It already feels like we've had a halftime in this game.
Yeah.
From the lightning delay. I think it was about an hour delay. Pretty long delay, but
yeah, it was a really long delay, and obviously I talked a little bit going into after the lightning delay. It has to take a toll in Pleasant Grove and in Timpview, as you can tell, Pleasant Grove especially not really as warmed up going in, as they came back with a minute left in the first quarter. So just barely not ending the first quarter before the lightning delay, as Connor Barr fakes the handoff to Rocky Wilcox.
Gain of about 8 there. That's a good ball by Connor on a bullet. It's a RPO. Rocky Wilcox went in motion before that play. Seems like the motions have been working for the Vikings. It's been catching Timpview off guard. Trips to our left side. Empty backfield. Dubs to the right. Ryder and Tavake on the right. Connor looking for a screen bubble to Adam Wright. Didn't get really anything there. Maybe lost about 1. Third and 3 for the Vikings. Trips to the right. Single receiver to the left. Ryder Huntsman alone on this left side. Tavake Wolfgram at running back. Looks like a screen to Adam Wright. That's a good gain. And that's another first down for the Vikings. That is huge.
As Adam Wright did lose the football, as it looks like Timpview might have recovered the fumble.
Let's see what the call is.
Looks like the Vikings remain with the ball. Luckily, Adam was holding that ball really loosely. Trips to the right, tight end on the left. That was good that Timpview did not get the ball. Connor Ibarra hands it off to Tavake. Not very much there. Was tackled out of bounds. Second and I think 10 for the Vikings. Trips to the right. Looks like Derek Brinton's in. Not much. He doesn't play much offense. Let's see what they do.
Connor Barra fakes the handoff to Cohenville. Connor Barra now rolling out.
Connor Barra scrambling. Hits. Ryder Huntsman, his reliable #1 receiver for Connor. Connor and Ryder have been huge together this season.
Yeah.
as we've said it before, they've just been really, really dynamic together. Connor always looks for Ryder first, and I think it's really helped this Vikings offense.
Wake has it is in the end zone. Yeah, we're just looking at these here for both of those. They both don't seem that.
He randomly spawned this one in. Yeah, I know.
Trips to our left side. Actually, four receivers and a tight end on the left. Looks like Connor's keeping it, and he got about 3 on the play. He's pretty much crawling there, but he managed to stay up. What an effort by Connor. Vikings have had so many injuries on this Vikings team. Vikings O-line has really been hurting lately. Lots of injuries, and they're actually doing a really good job for Connor today, giving him time in the pocket to complete his passes, and even if he wants to, he can roll out. We got about 49 seconds left in the first half. Vikings are down 13-0. Vikings really need to score here. Let's see what the Vikings come out with here. Looks like Carter Wilkes closest to us, and then Adam Wright. Looks like Ryder Huntsman on the far right side to the boundary. Carter Wilkes to the field side. Rocky Wilcox at sniffer. Connor Ibarra drops back, gets pressure, escapes the sack, and gets a first down for the Vikings. That was huge. Connor just escaped and just, I don't even know, outran the D lineman. We got, I think, really lucky there, but looks like it's actually 2nd and inches.
As you said it just a minute ago, Cade, Pleasant Grove's offense really being able to hold up today for Connor Ibarra, and I think, honestly, this is one of the best games I've seen from the O-line from Pleasant Grove. As Connor Ibarra, if he really wanted to, he could stay in the pocket for much longer, as this team's been able to hold a block. As now the officials are going to measure and make sure Connor Ibarra really did come down with the first down.
Yeah, I think it's going to be pretty close here. Could be either way. Not sure which one, but looks like he did not get the first. Looks like it's going to be 2nd down. He's just short, like inches short. Didn't have enough there, but 3rd and, I think it's 2nd and inches for the Vikings. With 40 seconds left on the clock in this first half. Wonder if the Vikings will run it here or pass. The pass game has been working well for the Vikings. Looks like Ryder Huntsman closest to us. Rocky Wilcox in motion. Looks like a power formation here. Stacked. Connor Ibarra rolling out. Throws it up to Rocky Wilcox, and that's out of the end zone. Looks like there's a flag on the play. Looks like it might have been holding on the Vikings. Trips to the left here. Connor Ibarra. Pass for Carter Wilkes. Looks like he has enough for a first. Not sure. It's going to be really close. 21 seconds on the clock. Looks like they need 1 yard. It's 4th in inches. See if the Vikings will just run it up the middle and then call a timeout or something here. Looks like one of the teams called a timeout. Not sure which one. Vikings really need a score here on this 4th down. They need to convert. Vikings, after the lightning delay, just kind of lost intensity. I think they just kind of came out flat, and they're just battling here to try to score on this Timpview defense that has kept them to 0 points in this first half. Looks like Connor Ibarra under center. Looks like he's just going to sneak it. And it looks like he has enough for the first down. I'm guessing with forward progress, he'll have the first.
That's going to stop the clock with 15.6 seconds left as Timpview's pointing their way.
Not sure which way it is. Timpview thinks they have stopped Connor, but I think the refs are saying no. Refs are saying that, I think it was an official timeout to discuss whether or not Connor got the 4th down conversion on that QB sneak. Looks like the refs called Connor short. I didn't see that he was short, but the refs called him short. The Vikings defense back on the field with 15 seconds to go in this first half. Sorry. I thought he got over the line, but the refs thought otherwise.
As now McKay Trail being able to take control of this offense with 15 seconds left, looking to the right as the receiver for Timpview being able to get out of bounds with 11.6 seconds left.
I think that was number 0, Malachi Lisa. Number 11, sorry, Steele Richards. .6 on the clock. I'd guess Timpview's gonna come out passing. Dropping back, taking a shot. That is incomplete, intended to Dexton Nuttles, receiver, number 11, Steele Richards.
As also Timpview, this game has gone through 3 quarterbacks. As it started off with Dennis Tuaone, and then I believe, and then it went to number 11, Steele Richards, and now it's number 4, McKay Trail. 3 quarterbacks in just 2 quarters.
Sorry, that was actually number 8, Dennis Tuaone. Trips to the right. 4.4 seconds left. Dropping back. He lobs that one up, and he catches it. It's not going to matter. And as we go into half, Vikings are down 13-0 at half, as our hour-long lightning delay has the way this game at half. It's 9:22 p.m. as we conclude until we see you at the beginning of the third quarter.
I'm broke. I called my friends out.
Vikings to receive this kickoff. Let's see, to kick. Is Timpview. Vikings are returning. Looks like Dexton Nuttall and Ethan Passy to return. Dexton Nuttall catching it and returning it. This is a good return.
Dexton Nuttall being able to go on the left side of Pleasant Grove sideline.
Dexter Null returns for the Vikings. Out to the 31-yard line. First down.
It was a big gain by the Vikings. Set them up in good field position for this first drive of the second half.
As Drake Stanley looking out to Ryder Huntsman, but Ryder Huntsman was not ready for the pass. As Huntsman not even looking at the ball and then looking back last second and not being able to catch it. As also Drake Stanley starting out for the second half.
Empty backfield. Drake Stanley. Ball to Tavake Wolfgram. Makes one man miss. He gets about 5 on the play there.
Devontae Wolfram with the reception tackled by Taimani Taylor. Third down.
Throw to Rocky Wilcox. That was third down. Brings up a 4th and 1 for the Vikings. Let's see if they go for it. The Vikings have been going for it on 4th down during this game. Drake Stanley in at quarterback for Connor Ibarra. It's senior night, so I'm trying to get all the seniors playing.
Yeah. 100%. And honestly, who knows? Maybe with some of the seniors that haven't been playing, as Rocky Wilcox being able to get the first down. But as I was saying, you never know. I mean, it's senior night. Coach is giving the seniors time, giving them playing time, and there's some seniors that have barely seen the field. So, I mean, as far as those seniors know, this game could maybe set them up in future games and have them be starting as Drake Stanley looking deep, but way overthrown the intended receiver, number 24, Ryder Huntsman.
This is the second to last regular season game, and then the Vikings have at least are guaranteed one playoff game. They play Payson next week on Wednesday. Following that is fall break. Carter Wilkes in motion. Drake Stanley airs it out to Ryder. There was nothing there. Ryder laid out for the ball, but couldn't get there. Looks like it's going to be 3rd and 10 for the Vikings. Ryder Huntsman coming out for the Vikings.
Oh, shit.
Derek Brinton to punt. It's a good punt. Looks like the Timpview returner was kind of scared there. Chopping his feet really fast, waiting for that ball. I was hoping he would muff it, but he didn't, and the Vikings are out on defense. The Vikings have done a fairly good job today. Actually, a really good job today on defense for what positions they've been put in. Also, the offense just needs to get going. We've got in the red zone twice or 3 times tonight. We just couldn't finish. I think the O-line has been doing really well. Giving Connor a pocket to drop back and pass in. Vikings are pretty much only passing right now. Run to the outside as number 1, McCoy Webb, a transfer to Timpview from Pleasant Grove. Just transferred this last year. His brother Maddox Webb playing for Pleasant Grove. McCoy Webb only being a sophomore for this Timpview team. Number 8 throws it out to the left side. Doesn't get anywhere there. I think he lost about 3 yards. It's 3rd and 13 for Timpview. Third and 11 for the T-Birds. Let's see. I'm guessing they would come out passing here. Be surprised if they didn't.
As the quarterback for Timpview, number 11, Steele Richards, as I talked about it just a little bit before halftime. Timpview going through 3 quarterbacks already, and now they're just keep rotating the same quarterbacks. As Richards dropping back now, going absolutely nowhere. As Pleasant Grove being able to come down with the sack. As I think I've done it the entire game, I keep misreading numbers. As I keep thinking 8 is number 11, and I don't know why. As coming down with that sack, number 73, Jackson Mortensen.
Punt was almost blocked there. Dexton Nuttall to return. Turns on the Jets. Gets about 8 yards off the return. Pretty good return by Dexton Nuttall. Number 0 for the Vikings. He's a captain on this Vikings team. His final home game for Dexton Nuttall as a senior. This game means a lot to him, and he's playing like it does.
Yeah.
2x2. Twins left and right. Adam Wright in motion. Fake jet sweep. Touchdown, Vikings. Touchdown to Ryder Huntsman. Great ball by Connor Ibarra. Fake jet sweep. Pass to Ryder Huntsman. That's huge for the Vikings. With 8 minutes left in the 3rd quarter, the Vikings are trailing 13-6. But that was huge. Good catch and ball by Connor and Ryder. Joaquin Oberhansley to kick. The snap, the kick, and it's good for the Vikings. Sorry if you couldn't hear us there. Our mics might have been muted while we were commentating. But the Vikings just scored a touchdown pass by Connor to Ryder Huntsman. The Vikings are trailing 13-7 with 8:03 left in the third quarter. Sounds like you could hear us, so that's good news. TJ Ashby to kick for the Vikings. Good kick by the Vikings. Out of the end zone. See how Vikings defense responds here, as our offense just had a huge play.
Yeah, 100%. And now that just brings Pleasant Grove back into it, as Pleasant Grove now down 7-13. As I said it earlier, Pleasant Grove's been showing that they can move the ball. And again, it's that Connor Ybarra, Ryder Huntsman duo. And that has been carrying this offense so far throughout this game and other games in the past, as Timpview decides to run the ball up the middle.
Looks like a gain of 4 on the play. 2-by-2, running back behind I think it's number 8 at quarterback. Drops back, has time, scrambling to the left, breaks a tackle. Looks like a Vikings down on the field. Looks like that's number 8, Ethan Passy. That's not a good sign, but looks okay as he gets up. Maybe a little shaken up, but first down for Timpview. Let's see how the Vikings respond.
I think the glass that we have to look through is like making me see 8 as 11. I don't know why, and I've been saying that the entire game. As now Timpview in a 1st and 10 situation, as that throw going absolutely nowhere, just trying to get the ball out of his hands before he gets sacked.
Second and 10 for Timpview. Trips bunch set to the left. Single receiver on the right. Number 8 at quarterback. Drops back. Scrambles. And looks like that's almost a sack. I think he might have gained just a little bit. Not a sack, but might have been. Looks like that was Michael Llewellyn on the tackle. He's actually a huge part of this defensive line for the Vikings. Also, Jackson Mortensen, Maddox Webb, and Tristan Hughes are huge for the Vikings. Senior receiver to the left, bunch set to the right. 3rd and 10 for Timpview. Number 8 drops back, gets rocked.
Hard hit.
Gets rocked by number 44. Holy crap, Maddox Webb. Number 8 drops back, gets hands on the quarterback as his brother gets rocked. Webb transferred to Timpview, just taking out his anger there. That was an absolutely huge hit by Maddox Webb. Holy crap. And the ref just threw a flag. Looks like the Vikings might have been talking on the sideline. It's not a good sign. Looks like the refs are discussing the call here. Looks like some of the Vikings might have been talking a little bit. Not sure. It might have been an unsportsmanlike conduct. Not sure Coach LePan is talking to them right now. Let's hope not, because Timpview's out to punt right now. Looks like there's a flag on the Vikings. Looks like Timpview's ball, and that is going to be an automatic first down. That is tragic for the Vikings because Timpview was about to punt here. As the Vikings will come back on defense. It's still fourth down. It's still fourth down. It's not an automatic first down. As the ref said, I'm not sure why, but it's fourth down and 4. He initially called for a first down, but then he changed it to be 4th and 4. Looks like Timpview will go for it here as they were just out to punt. Let's hope the Vikings can stop him here. This will be huge for the Vikings with 5 minutes left in the third quarter, trailing 13-7.
As quarterback looking into the center field now to the intended receiver, number 7, Nixon Warner. As now Timpview having themselves a first down, 4:50 left to play in the third.
That was a big gain by the Vikings.
Timpview has themselves on the 44-yard line. As that play going absolutely nowhere, being stopped by number 4, Bo Goodman.
Looks like an injured player down on the field. Injured player down. Sports trainer's out to help. Let's hope whoever's down is okay. Not sure who it is, but we'll be back in just a moment.
as number 64, Michael Llewellyn, is on the ground. Hopefully not another concussion, as he's had quite a few, and just a couple weeks ago getting another pretty bad concussion, but was only out for 2 weeks. Came back pretty early as he is on the ground. Looks like he might have sit up. It looks like he did sit up, as just hoping Michael Llewellyn is okay, as we will see after the injury report.
Michael Llewellyn down on the play, having to be helped by like 4 people off the field. Let's hope it's not another concussion, but that's my assumption. Scary thing to have a concussion. I've had 2. They're not fun at all. Mine haven't been as serious as Michael's, but let's hope he's okay. He stopped on the field now. Not looking good for Michael. He's barely walking. Let's hope the Vikings can keep their energy, though. Let's hope that doesn't bring them down, because that could change their momentum, changes Timpview's momentum for the better. But let's hope Vikings can stop them here. It's 2nd and 10 for Timpview. Let's see what the Vikings do here. Dubs on both sides. Running back in power formation. Number 8 drops back, looking for number 1, McCoy Webb, as he's wearing number 1 tonight. He's not number 1 on the roster, but I think maybe number 1 might have got hurt, so he's wearing number 1. Tackled by Derek Brinton on that play. It's 3rd and I think 4. 3rd and 3 or 3rd and 4 for Timpview. 3rd and 4. Twins both sides. Running back on the right, and he hands it off to number 33. Appears to have enough for a first. Clock's winding. 3 minutes and 13 seconds left in the 3rd. Timpview up 13-7. 1st and 10 for Timpview. At corner, Dexton Nuttall, and Adam Wright. At safety, Ethan Passy and Ryder Huntsman. At stud, Cannon Smith. Trips to the right side. Running again with number 33 to the left.
He's going to take it all the way.
In front of him, he takes it all
and
the way.
just walks into the end zone.
There was no one for 10 yards of him, just walked in.
as we've seen that already from Pleasant Grove, just letting that left side be so open. And that's the main reason Timpview has 19 points, is that left side has been open for Timpview almost the entire time. As honestly, it is really just miscommunication. As the running back on the play who just scored for Timpview, number 33, as I scored way too far, number 33, Tawny Tua, as Tawny Tua already having 2 touchdowns this game.
Looks like he's only a sophomore. Pretty good runner for being a sophomore.
Yeah, as it looks like a lot of Timpview's roster is sophomores.
And freshmen, too.
Yeah. Good amount of seniors, but mainly sophomores and freshmen. As now Timpview getting ready to kick it off. 2:43 left in the second. As that kick hitting the ground, going straight into Dexter Nuttall's hands. Dexter Nuttall being able to return on the right.
Gets out to about the 33 or 34. It's a pretty good return by Dex. As the field side is to the right, or sorry, field side to the left, boundary to the right. As if the ref was talking to Ethan Passy there about something, I'm not sure what, but Carter Wilkes and Adam Wright closest to us on the left, and Rocky Wilcox, single receiver to the right, running back motions out, empty backfield, Tavaki motions out, gets set. Connor, no hard count. Looks like an audible here. Drops back, looking for Adam Wright, and he overthrows him by about, I think, 5 yards. Adam couldn't get there. He was running full speed, but he had his receiver beat. Connor just couldn't connect with Adam. Single receiver to the right, bunch set to the left. Connor dropping back, and he gets sacked in the backfield. There was about 4 Timpview D line there. Just couldn't go anywhere.
Yeah, and the thing I've realized too with Pleasant Grove Cade is when Connor Abar, like Pleasant Grove, they're capable of holding a block. I mean, it doesn't help when there's a lot of injuries on Pleasant Grove's side of the field, not having really the strongest O-line this season either. And that's honestly why Connor Barr keeps rolling out, is he doesn't have much time in the pocket. As we just saw there, he's tried to stay in the pocket, and I know he's trying to get better on trying to stay in the pocket, but it's really hard when your O-line can't hold a block, and then you just get sacked and lose 10 or extra yards.
That's hard. Connor rolling out to his left, throwing to Ryder Huntsman, wide open. Number 18 on the tackle. Ryder gets to the 20, I think the 27-yard line. That's a huge gain for the Vikings. 1st and 10 with 1 minute and 30 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Timpview up 19-7. Bunch left, single receiver to the right. Ryder Huntsman, the single receiver to the right. Tavake Wolfgram, running back. Connor Ibarra dropping back, getting pressure, throwing to Rocky Wilcox, and the ref is calling incomplete. Looks like it'll be 2nd and 10 for the Vikings.
Rocky Wilcox was the intended receiver. 2nd down.
Tavake Wolfgram subbing out, Cohen Vos subbing in, And Graham Robinson subbing in for Adam Wright. Trips to the right side. Single receiver to the left. Cohen Bowes lined up at running back on the left side. Connor Ibarra throws intended to Rocky Wilcox. That is incomplete.
Rocky Wilcox, the intended receiver. Third down.
It's 3rd and 10 for the Vikings. Let's hope they can put together something here to get a first, and even a touchdown would be great here for the Vikings. Could be huge. Ryder, Graham, and Carter all lined up. Actually, Ryder, Adam, and Carter trips to the right. Rocky Wilcox, tight end on the left. Adam Wright in motion. Jet sweep to Adam Wright. He got about 4 there, but not enough for a first. It will be 4th and 6 for the Vikings. Running to the left, he had Lee Brockers in front of him, but Timpview got through. It's about 4th and 5 here. See if the Vikings are going for it. Trips to the right, single receiver to the left. Connor looking for Ryder, trying to escape, and he gets tripped up. That's a turnover on downs. Number 9 and 24 in on the shoestring sack. That's going to be a turnover for Timpview.
As Pleasant Grove sometimes and sometimes not being able to convert on those 4th downs, and those 4th downs have really been killing Pleasant Grove. As honestly, there's been a few times where they probably could have just kicked for 3 and tried to go for the 4th down and just didn't. And just didn't get it down. As now joining me on mic, Boston Harding, the producer behind all of the streams. As Tuitua being able to gain of about 3 to 4 yards.
As they will let the clock run out in the 3rd quarter now. Brings the 4th quarter 12 fresh minutes as the Vikings trail by 12, 19-7. Coming back for the 4th quarter, ball lies on the 36-yard line. 2nd and 8 for the Timpview Thunderbirds. Calls a snap, looks downfield, looks to the right, catch is made, and stays inbounds for a 1st down to number 7.
Nixon Warner. As Nixon Warner being one of the number 1 intended receivers this game, as well as if I can find his number 26, Braxton Wilkerson. Those two being some of the main factors for Timpview. Also the running back, number 33, Tawny Tua. As Tawny Tua already has himself 2 touchdowns, and then you have number 26, Braxton Wilkerson, who has himself a touchdown at the start of the game.
Run out to the right. I believe that was number 3.
Tawny Tua, no, number 33.
Only saw one of them.
Hey, it's okay. I've been messing up numbers too all game. I
Yeah,
said they
no,
went through
number-
3 quarterbacks, and they've only gone through 1. So
Yeah, and you've been saying number 11 instead of number 8 all game. So
it's the screen.
it's the glass right in front of us.
I think you're just.
Yeah, that's what we can blame it on. When I saw number 8 through the glass perfectly fine.
Hey, Zane, I think you're on some crackerish.
Snap is called, dropping back, looking downfield. Long throw over his head. Pass intended to number 7 again, Nixon Warner. As if that one was completed, would have been, I believe, around a 60-yard pass. Winding up, looks like Twins. Twins on the right. Twins on both sides, actually. Snap is called, dropping back, looking to the left, looks to the right. 2 flags have been thrown. Rolls out to the right, makes a juke, but taken down behind the line of scrimmage by Viking number 3. we both blank on the name there. That's me. Derek Brinton being number 3 for the Vikings.
Okay, let's make it a thing. Your Chromebook. Let's have the Pleasant Grove roster on. Mine we'll have Timpview, because obviously we're still earning names and we're almost done with the season.
I haven't commentated a whole lot of football. I think this is like my 2nd or 3rd game of football. I know the other rosters are a lot better.
Yeah, volleyball rosters, as Boston Harding has also been doing a lot of volleyball.
Actually, I came from a volleyball game today. Vikings taking that 3-0 sweep against the Thunderbirds as well at their home field. As they decline the penalty, keeps it at 4th and 8. Snap is called, dropping back, rolls to the right, deep throw, down, he's open, over his head, as he had a solid 2 feet off his defender from Adam Wright. Incomplete, that brings a turnover on downs. Vikings ball on the 47-yard line, looking to get something happening here in the last 10 minutes, 20 seconds on the clock, down by 12.
As also, I do want to say, hopefully, we talked about it a little bit earlier, hopefully Michael Allen is okay, and hopefully it's looked like it was probably a concussion, maybe something else, but if it is another concussion, I believe he is not eligible to play the rest of the season, as he has had about, I believe, 3 concussions already this season.
Looking downfield, looks to the middle, pass is made to Rocky Wilcox. I believe that is about a 9-yard pickup, as that one will actually move the chains just by inches. Remains 1st and 10 on the first snap of the drive. Another one called, rolls out to the right, flag is thrown, deep throw made. Open, Ryder Huntsman
being in the end zone.
Ryder takes it all the way, depending on what flag is thrown, deep throw made. Open,
Ryder
Huntsman
being in the end zone.
Ryder takes it all the way, depending on...
As that is going to bring the touchdown back from Ryder Huntsman. Right, that would have been huge for Pleasant Grove, putting Pleasant Grove definitely back in this game, as that call is going to be brought back.
As couldn't quite see what the call was there. Brings it back to 1st and 20. Snap is called, rolls to the right. Off-bounds throw is made. Driving up the middle, brought down by multiple Thunderbirds for what looks to be about a about an 8-yard gain on the play. 2nd and 12. As there was a Thunderbird down on the play for a second, got up, I believe, moved off to the sideline. Hopefully he's all right. Snap is called off to the left as open man brought down at about the 32, it looked like. Carter Wilkes being the receiver on that one.
As the play before that, the intended receiver on that play, as your Chromebook's frozen.
What is happening today? This was happening all during volleyball too.
As Drake Stanley cannot complete that pass to number 24 Ryder Huntsman, and the play before that, number 18 Graham Robinson, the junior, listed as cornerback and wide receiver. As Drake Stanley playing pretty much this entire second half, as it is senior night.
Snap is called, fake handoff, looking down to the right. As flag is thrown, will most likely be pass interference there. Intended receiver, number 18, Graham Robinson. Flag is thrown on, I believe that was number 14, being Trinity Toa.
Pass interference against Timpview. First down, Vikings.
As if Pleasant Grove can score here, that is going to put Pleasant Grove in such a good position for the rest of this game. As Drake Stanley hands it off to number 9, Adam Wright. As Adam Wright just barely being able to make it past the line of scrimmage.
About a 2-yard pickup makes it 2nd and 8.
Pickup of 2 or 3 yards. Second down.
Snap is called, looks off to the right, pass is made, but cannot be completed, just out of the hands of Adam Wright on the right sideline.
Wright was the intended receiver. Third down.
Makes that 3rd and 7.
As Drake Stanley and the rest of the offense looking to get a first down here, as refs blow the whistle.
Timeout Thunderbirds.
Timeout Timpview.
As Timpview still leads by 12. Vikings hold the ball on the 17-yard line, being 3rd and 8.
As Drake Stanley looking for the first down, as Drake Stanley looking to the left, number 1, Tavake Wolfgram. Tavake Wolfgram being able to get a couple yards on that play. Don't know, or definitely was not enough for a first down.
Believe that was a pickup of about 2 or 3 on the play. As that will make it about 4th and looks to be about 5. Some confusion on the Vikings side. Still able to play through it motion is called on Carter Wilkes. Looks to him. Sorry, that is Ryder Huntsman, as pass is made quickly and rushed, unable to let the play develop on that one. An early pass leads to an incompletion and a turnover on downs on 4th and 5 on the 12-yard line, as the Timpview Thunderbird offense will come onto the field. Snap is called. Handoff up the middle. Gets some room. Gets a little bit of yardage on that. About 1. Makes it second and 8. Pickup of 2 by Tanny. As Twins on both sides that line up on the 15. Now 2nd and 9. Actually, pickup. A pickup of 1. Motion is called behind. A bad snap dropped. Going back. Gets tripped up. Makes a throw off. Such a close sack there. Or almost gets the sack off in time.
As that would have been huge for Pleasant Grove, as that would have definitely been called as a safety, giving Pleasant Grove the 2 points and the ball.
As that one almost made by Maddox Webb, number 44.
As Maddox Webb already having one hard hit on Dennis Tuone, or however you say his last name. Tuone. That's what me and Kate have been pronouncing it the entire game. It could be either.
Okay, I'll go with it. Snap is called. Looks off to the left, getting pressure. Multiple in the area. A diving catch attempt, as that one
going to number 26, Braxton Wilkerson, and bring broken up by number 8, Ethan Passy. As I almost said Ethan Passy was Dexter Nuttall. As I keep saying numbers wrong.
As that will bring a 4th down. Now 4th and 9. Having, I believe, Dexton Nuttall back on the return. Punt is off and gets down to, no way! Punt is dropped from Dexton Nuttall. Looks like the Thunderbirds may have recovered it.
As Graham Robinson does come down and recovers the fumble, as that is huge for Pleasant Grove. Pleasant Grove's offense still being able to come out on the field.
As Connor Ybarra coming onto the field to command the Vikings offense.
Connor Ybarra fakes the handoff to Cohen Vose, and Cohen Vose not being able to hold a block, being brought down to the floor, as that just lets all of the linemen through to be able to sack Connor Ybarra. As again, honestly, the only thing holding Pleasant Grove back this game is the blocking from the O-line. The O-line has been good, but it also does not help when you have so many injuries on your side of the field. As no one in the backfield, trips on the right, Twins on the left.
Snap called, looks to the left, pass is made to Devake Wolfgram. Still on his feet after breaking 2 tackles, pulls down for a Viking first down, gets to about the 46-yard line, or the 45, sorry. as I apologize, after the sack, makes it 3rd and 9. Fake handoff as another sack. A loss of about 5 on the play there as Connor Ybarra tries to scramble out, gets tripped up for a big loss, makes it 4th and about 13, it looks like to me. As not a great drive for the Vikings, as that will bring their punt team out. As no, it will not. They are going for the 4th down conversion.
As they almost have to. I mean, 5 minutes left in the 4th quarter. You have to go for this.
Ybarra calls a snap, looks downfield, runs up the pocket, and brought down at the 45-yard line for another turnover on downs. Thunderbird offense coming onto the field again, leading by 12, 19-7.
At the 45-yard line, first down for Timpview.
As Pleasant Grove is gonna need to make something happen. They have to get a defensive stop here. If they don't, they're gonna have to start calling timeouts and having 5:47 left to play. And now Timpview in pretty good position to be able to get down into the red zone. As if Timpview does score here, Pleasant Grove has to make something happen, but by the time that happens, Timpview will just probably have time to run down the clock. As
Run off to the right.
Tawny Tua, also being the main running back for this team.
Singles on both sides, 3 in the backfield, or sorry, 2 in the backfield. Snap is called. Run up the middle to the left, an open gap. Gets a run of about 4 or 5, or sorry, about 3 or 4 on the play.
Straight ahead. This is the 41-yard line. Third down.
Makes it 3rd and about 3rd and 7, 3rd and 6.
Hey, just saying, Tom Brady did it in the Super Bowl. Pleasant Grove can still do it. There's still time on the clock.
Connor Ybarra, it's time to
be like Tom Brady.
Take out your
As
Maddox Webb brings a good loss on the play for the Vikings. Runner being number 33, Tawny Tua. For a huge loss. Looks to be about 10 about 4 as they call him back to the 45-yard line, 4th and 10.
As timeout called by the Pleasant Grove Vikings.
Tries to get the Vikings on the on-2. Punt is made off in the backfield. No one there. That one stopped on the 1 yard line. A amazing punt there.
You can't ask for a better punt.
By that one, I believe by number 8 being Dennis Tuone. I have no clue, honestly.
I don't think it was. That's their quarterback.
It might have been number 0, actually. I'm Malachi Lisa.
Hey, that could make more sense. He is listed as an offensive player, a strong safety, and something else as
Snap is called, looks off to
Drake
the right.
Stanley.
Pass is made to Ryder Huntsman for a pickup of about 5 or 6.
I don't know, with being down 7 to 19, 3 minutes left. Drake's a good quarterback, don't get me wrong, but Connor Ybarra's had way more playing time. He's more warmed up, I believe, than Drake. And being down this much, I think this is where you should have Connor Ybarra in. As Drake Stanley rolling out to the right, as Carter Wilkes taking a hard hit, but being able to get the first down for the Vikings.
Coming back, 4 receivers on the left side, single on the right, dropping back, looking for an open man, gets him on the middle.
Number 6, Cohen Vose.
Pickup of about 4, gets it to 2nd and 6 for the Vikings. Drops back, looks off to the right, no man's land, as intended receiver being Ryder Huntsman, but honestly nowhere near him on that one. Drake calls a snap, fake handoff, looks to his left. Pass is made to Adam Wright, but driven back after a hard hit. Makes it 4th and 4 after a pickup of 2. Snap is called. Looks to his left. Pass is made to Cohen Vose. He's off to the races and picks up a first down and about 15 extra yards after. That will bring it to the 48-yard line. As that is definitely more than 15 yards. About 19 on that one. Snap is called. Looks off to his right. Pass is intended for Ryder Huntsman. Hits someone on the sideline. That makes it 2nd and 10. Ball on the 48. Snap is called. A little bit of a high fake handoff. Rolls out deep. Throw. Open man. And cannot make the completion. Ryder Huntsman, the intended receiver, struggled a little bit to get up after that one. Snap is called. Another high one. A good rush from Timpview. That brings them down for a big loss on 2nd down. Number 22, Duncan Strong, getting the sack for the Thunderbirds. Makes it 4th and 19 after the 9-yard loss on 3rd down. Calls a snap. looking deep, getting rushed, looks to the middle, pass is completed, nowhere near a first down. Pass is still completed to Adam Wright, number 9, for about a 7-yard pickup.
As Vikings turn that over on downs. Now this is just where Timpview is going to run down the clock. Minute 22 left to play. As Pleasant Grove putting on the strongest fight they possibly could. As quarterback rolling out left, trying to get out of bounds, but does not get there as number 8, Ethan Passy, being able to come down with the tackle. And the quarterback being number 8, Dennis Tuone. As timeout from the Vikings. Dennis Tuone getting ready to take control of this offense as a minute and 10 seconds left. Vikings having one timeout. As Tawny Tua making the yard, getting the yards for Timpview as Vikings call their final timeout of the game. Tuone coming back on the field. As Pleasant Grove doesn't have any more timeouts left as Tua or Tawny Tua, sorry. Tawny Tua being able to come down with the run as now Timpview just kind of letting the clock run out as 30 seconds left to play. As the offense for Timpview just sitting down or sitting on the field, just waiting for the clock to run out. As 11 seconds left as timeout called by Timpview. As Timpview only has 11 seconds left, just has to QB kneel it, and that is game. Delaney coming back on the field with his offense as he's just going to punt the ball. Going back into the end zone as Pleasant Grove has 5.9 seconds left to as Pleasant Grove has 5.9 seconds left to maybe have a miracle Hail Mary and just go in the end zone and get extra points on the board.
Miracle Hail Mary and then onside kick, receive it, get the 2-point conversion on both.
Okay, well, there's definitely not enough time for all of that, but
well, if you get the Hail Mary off and then well, yeah.
by the time they get down the field.
Yeah, that's fair.
As the offense for Pleasant Grove is just going to come out, I believe. Honestly, I don't see why they don't just go for it. But at the same time, don't want to risk any injuries if that is a possibility. But it looks like they are going to go for it. Stacks on right and on the left as fakes the handoff. As Connor Barr looking deep to Carter Wilkes. Carter Wilkes being able to is intercepted by Timpview number 9, Adam Wright, coming down with the tackle to end the fourth quarter as Connor Barr throwing a pick to end the game. As final score being Timpview 19, Pleasant Grove 7. As this game, honestly, just super rough for Pleasant Grove. And obviously there was a lightning delay. And that cannot help. Pleasant Grove was looking good in the first quarter, and then they called lightning delay for almost an hour. And so that's an hour off that you're not playing, just sitting in the locker room talking with your team. And then you come out and the first quarter hasn't even ended yet. There was still a minute left in the first quarter, or to be specific, there was a minute 09 left in the first quarter. And then you come out and get a touchdown late in the third quarter and nothing else after that, as Timpview just really being able to put on a performance, putting on that run game. That run game has helped them a lot. And defensively for Pleasant Grove, a lot of it, you saw it too, Boston, while you were here for the quarter and a half that you were here. That left side on Timpview's sideline was open almost every time. They had a QB scramble that went all the way down. QB scramble that went all the way down, but called back by a holding call, which saved Pleasant Grove. And then a couple plays later had the same play happen with the running back, but Tawny Tua. It's just those defensive mistakes that have been happening with Pleasant Grove all season, and it's just something they have to fix, and they're capable of fixing it. But Cade said it earlier, you get one chance in the playoffs. No matter what, you could have the worst record and still get a chance. And that playoffs is where it really comes down. That's where you have to fix all of your mistakes and make sure you don't make any of those same mistakes that you're making in the regular season. Boston, from the quarter and a half that you were here, what did you see, or I guess, yeah, just what did you see that Pleasant Grove can fix going in the playoffs? I mean, we play Payson next week. What do you think they can do to go into that game that can really help them?
Well, I mean, from what I saw, the Pleasant Grove defense really started to struggle, as well as their offensive line. I know Pleasant Grove has been plagued by quite a few injuries, especially on their offensive line this
100%.
year. That has really put them in a predicament that they do not want to be in. It really doesn't give their quarterbacks having enough time in the pocket, typically only having about 2 to 3 seconds in that pocket before it collapses in on them, which is just really not what you want to have. And Pleasant Grove hasn't really made it much click with their run game so far. Tavake Wolfgram being one of the main running backs, still not really performing to the level that we were hoping this year. Pleasant Grove now moving to 3-6 overall. I believe 3-3 in region now.
Yeah, and then you also have the dynamic duo Connor Ybarra and Ryder Huntsman that have been connecting all season. And honestly, I think that's what's been saving Pleasant Grove is Connor Ybarra being able to connect with Ryder Huntsman. They're on the same page the entire game. That's helped them so much. But Pleasant Grove now being 3-3 in region.
3-6 overall.
As next week, Pleasant Grove does play Payson at Payson on the 15th, so it is a Wednesday game because of fall break. So they will play Wednesday at Payson, 7 p.m. Boston, do you have anything else that you would want to say?
Just really haven't been performing to the level that we were hoping this year. Pleasant Grove would have been a lot better this year if we haven't had as many injuries. We've had basically like two or three every single game, and that has really not been great for Pleasant Grove. That really damages their play style, especially with how Coach LePan really is trying to make the run game work for the Vikings, but just really can't pick up anything.
Yeah, and two main factors on defense. I mean, Michael Llewellyn possibly having another concussion, and Linford McBride now being out
for like the rest of the season with a torn meniscus and a sprained ACL. Not looking good for the Vikings offensive line there, and their defense starting to struggle with some injuries as well. Really not some we were looking for, but as you were talking about, Connor Ybarra and Ryder Huntsman having great chemistry on the field together, except for that last play where he threw an interception. I believe that was actually Drake. Was it?
It was Connor Ybarra. He threw it to Carter Wilkes.
Oh, I thought it was Ryder Huntsman. I apologize for that, but, I mean, yeah, we've seen them all game and throughout the season where they click really well, but still hasn't been enough. Has brought Pleasant Grove 3 wins, but still not enough to bring them 6 more losses.
Yeah. As our final game, too, before regular season ends is
at Payson on Wednesday. Payson being 2-7, being 1-5 in region tonight, getting honestly pretty blown out from Orem, 0-49, which is honestly kind of what we saw from Pleasant Grove as well. Them losing that one 7-50. So, yeah, we will see what Pleasant Grove can pull off next week on Wednesday at 7 at Payson.
And, yeah, for the final time today, I'm Zane Grothy.
And I'm Boston Harding.
And like we said, we'll see you at Payson, 7 p.m. on a Wednesday.